Hi everyone, this is Vince. So I'm doing this video to explain how we trade AUD USD. It's the simplest event that we're going to trade tomorrow and make sure that we capitalize. I'm not going to talk a lot about this AUD interest rate because it's one of the simplest things. But please be careful. The information that you're going to get right now, please don't apply it to AUD interest rate each and every event because it applies to a certain situation. So I've seen other traders trying to fundamental traders trying to apply the same thing towards the AUD interest rate, which is they get caught, So meaning that they haven't done a lot of research and they haven't done any research more on this AUD interest rate. So how does AUD interest rate operate? It's like when it's intended to go up, it will first shoot down. So when it shoots down, then immediately when it starts to lose momentum, meaning that when it starts to pause, that's why we take buys as quickly as possible. As quickly as possible because AUD interest rate, it runs quickly. It runs quickly. So meaning that in this case, this one is the previous event of AUD interest rate. What happened is that like the intended direction was buy, but it first went way down. So in this case, please buy stop and sell stop. Let us wait. Let us try to avoid it for now. I know that it was successful when you applied. It might have been successful when you applied it previously, but for now, for this event, please buy stop pending orders. Please wait a little bit. So before causing a damage, unless you want to do buy stops and sell stops with the take profits, makes sense. So in this case, if you know that in the direction it's tended to go up, then you have to be aware that the event will start by shooting to your opposite direction. So after taking the opposite direction, that's where when it start to lose momentum, when it start to pause a little bit, that's where we take buys. That's exactly where we take buys. Then it will go up within a minute. In less than 2 minutes, it will be up somewhere around here. So if the intended direction was bearish, it was going to first go where? Up. Then when it starts to lose momentum, then therefore it will reject down. You have to go to a 15 minutes time period. Please go to your 15 minutes time period. Right? So it's as simple as that. I think it makes sense. So meaning that when the intended direction is buy, it will first go to sell, then go to buy. When intended direction is sell, it will first go to buy, then reject and start to go to sell. Meaning that if you are using buy stop and sell stop, please don't entertain those things for now. I believe that many of the fundamental traders, they have groups and stuff like that to share information of buys of events. Please, if they are telling you that it's a buy, please wait a little bit for market makers to give you a direction of the event, right? So I personally wish that I can communicate as soon as I get a indicator or where does the graph goes, where does the event goes, so that I can share with you. But for now, I'm not gonna afford. I'm still sharing with my friends. Hopefully you'll find this video useful, and then you'll make sure that you will capitalize on that. So why am I saying the biggest question might be, why am I saying that this strategy doesn't apply to each and every event? Simple. It's like this. Firstly, you must have something called investing.com. Investing.com, right? AUD interest rate investing.com, right? So in this case, let's say in this case, on September 2nd, on the September 3rd, what happened? The previous was 1%, then the forecast was 1%, and the actual was 1%, right? Right? So in this case, the interest rate didn't reject. Even on a 6, it didn't reject. But on the 2nd July, the previous actual was more than the forecast, meaning that the forecast is below the actual. Make sense? The forecast is below the previous actual. Therefore, we're expecting it to reject. We're expecting it to reject. So people who were using this, people who got away with this strategy on the 2nd July, on the 4th July, 2nd July, and then on the 6th July, at 6 August, I believe they got caught, I believe even if they survived, but I don't think they capitalized a lot. So on the 3rd as well, 3rd September, I don't think it rejected. Let us go and check. I'll pause. Okay. On the 3rd September, what happened is that the event just shooted up without rejecting first, you see. So this thing, I'm doing it just to prove that this strategy doesn't work every event of AUD interest rate. It's not an always event. It's not an always strategy. Please be careful of that. So whenever you find a strategy, please make sure that you study it and research about it to find out whether the strategy is applicable always. I think that's where most of the traders, they got caught. You see, they apply the same thing every event, every time. But anyway, I hope you find this video very useful and you share and like. And please subscribe, guys, for upcoming videos, educational videos. Please know that I'm not taking any. I'm not in any group to share this information, so that I'm still sharing with my friends. So I don't think I'll have time to do that because I'm still busy with other things. So this is Vince. I hope you guys, I wish you all the best tomorrow after 6. Make sure that you capitalize, guys, and you use a proper risk management. Away.